Hi everyone, we are here at the opening night of Ohio State Murders here at the James Earl Jones Theatre. First show officially opening at the James Earl Jones Theatre. Very exciting night. We have some incredible guests who are coming to see the show that are stopping by to chat with us here at Take a Bow. We're here at the opening night of Ohio State Murders, and this is the first official show in the James Earl Jones Theatre, obviously named after a black performer and an absolute icon in our industry. And then we have the show that's a leading lady who's black, director, producer, writer, all the things. Can you touch on what a historic night this is?
I mean, this is a blackity black night, okay? And as a blackity black woman, I am so proud to be up in this space. And like you said, black director, black star, black theater. How many times have we been able to say that? In fact, black name theater. No shade to the amazing Nederlander organization that they were able to change its name in this way and honor James Earl Jones. I think it's just so, it's just a forward-thinking vision that they have, and they're on the cusp of it. And we're so grateful as black artists to see that they recognize the talent and the contribution that James Earl Jones has made to this industry. And it's a blackity black kind of night.
Important. You know, as a black actor and producer, James Earl Jones is at the forefront of the black theater and the American theater, and this is a historic night for Adrian Kennedy as well. I mean, 91 years, Ohio State Murders. I mean, it's just a historic moment all around, and to be here to witness this and to take it all in is an absolute honor.
Long overdue for sure, as well as the theater renaming for sure. Speaking of James Earl Jones, do you have a favorite memory or character he played of, you know, anything?
Troy Maxson in Fences.
Oh,
you know, so as a background, I'm an actor, now I'm a producer as well on Death of a Salesman. And James Earl Jones, that performance with Courtney Vance as Corey, I mean, thrilling. I mean, it's just an amazing. He deserves all the things. For the Sieber organization to really come together and honor him in this way is extremely important, and I'm just so thrilled to be here to witness it.
Yeah, for sure. And one last question for you. Let's play a little game. What number Broadway show is this for Audra McDonald? Do you know?
15.
Close. It was 18. It was 18, but very close. That was the closest yet. Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Look at that.
It's good to see you. Dude, this tie is beautiful. Everything. You're so stunning.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
It fits. I've been traveling. I've been traveling, so I gained a little weight, but that's okay.
No, you look fantastic.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Well, we're here at the opening night of Ohio State Murders. Very exciting stuff.
So it's a comedy.
It's a comedy. It's for sure. Can we actually play a game really quick?
Sure.
Can you guess what number Broadway show this is for Audra McDonald?
Oh, I would imagine it's probably like 20-something.
Okay, close.
Is it? What is it?
The answer is 18.
It's 18.
It is 18,
oh my
which is
God.
still like
I'm
fantastic.
14. I've got 14.
Oh my God.
14, 15? Up there. I'm up there.
So life goal is to catch up.
I'm going to catch up to her.
Amazing.
If anybody's hiring. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay.
Well, we're here. This is the first show ever opening in the James Earl Jones Theatre.
James Earl Jones Theatre.
Incredible.
I'm
What does
so
that
excited
mean?
about that. Oh, well, come on. I've walked past this theater for so many years, for decades now, and I've seen shows in here, but it's the last theater that really was in need of renovation.
Yeah.
And I mean, you'd walk past it and it was sad, really, because you would walk past it and all these renovations of all these tall buildings around it are going up. But this sad little theater here, it looked like an abandoned little old movie theater. And now it's glorious. It has James Earl Jones' name on it. It's glorious. I can't wait to see inside. It's been so long. So I'm so excited to be in here, and I'm so happy to be seeing my friends in an opening night, and this is great. So
We love the theater's back. So one last question for you. James Earl Jones, do you have a favorite show, character, anything he's played? What's your favorite?
I was, this is going to sound weird, but I've met him a couple times, but the first time I ever met him, he was sitting across the aisle from me during the Tony Awards on my first nomination. No, it wasn't, but so the aisle is right here, and I'm on the aisle, and he's like right there, and I'm like, oh my God. And my husband is like the biggest Star Wars fan in the world, and we're walking down to the seats, and he was like, hey, oh my God, that's James Earl Jones. I was like, I know, it's be cool. So anyway, that's but I've been around him, and he's a lovely man, and what a great honor, though. What an amazing honor.
Yeah, I'm he, Sanders. I use they, them pronouns.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We're here at the opening night of Ohio State Murders.
So am I.
Yes. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is the first show ever in the James Earl Jones Theatre.
Huge news. I know zero things about this show. show except that Audra's in it.
Yes, well, I mean, she's a queen, and that's kind of all that really matters. But actually, there's more that matters because this is the first show in the James Earl Jones Theatre named after a black artist and performer. And now we have a show that's in it with a black leading lady, a black director, a black playwright. I mean, this is such a historical night. Can you touch on it real quick?
Can I touch on a historical night? No, I mean, the short answer is it is an honor to be here. It's an honor to sort of see performers like Audra McDonald, who are famously groundbreaking, genre busting in all of these sort of wonderful ways, an inspiration to all of us, and then to sort of be here to like look up at this theater and be like, oh wow, they renamed this theater for James. Oh my God. And also Lion King is literally my favorite movie of all time, so that's like a very complicated thing. One time James Earl Jones said happy birthday to me on the street, and that was weird. Wow. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Well, you mentioned Audra McDonald and the queen that she is. Can you replay a game? Can you guess how many Broadway shows Audra McDonald's been in? Or this it is, I guess.
How many Audra shows? Oh, what, like 14, 15?
18 Broadway shows. This is her 18th.
This is her 18th. That's weird. This is my 18th Broadway show, too.
Right.
So
Casually.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I studied theater. My son studied theater, and my mother is the iconic Andrew Kennedy playwright. And tonight's an amazing production here on Broadway. She did all Broadway. She's taught. She's won awards, but never been at the James Earl Jones Theatre in December 2022.
It's incredible. This is the first show ever opened in this newly named James Earl Jones Theater. What is that like? What has your mom talked about? Like what that means to her? What does it mean to you? Maybe.
Well, believe it or not, when I was 14, I took a ride with Jimmy, as we called him, James Earl Jones, and then my mother and Jimmy actually talked about it. I don't know, a couple weeks ago for about a half an hour. So they do know each other.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And now she's making her Broadway debut in the first ever show going into the James Earl Jones Theater.
Luckily, I saw it 2 weeks ago, and Audra's done an amazing job. Yeah. She totally channels, my mother, basically.
I'm so excited to see the show, and this show is fantastic. The play is brilliant. Your mom made something truly magical. Has she talked, what has this journey been like for her to get to Broadway? I mean, it's been long overdue. She's one of the most...
You want to jump in on that one?
Yeah, no, it's been a dream come true for her. It's really been something that she wanted her entire life. And so this is just, she wishes she could be here tonight, but 91, it's difficult for her to be here. So she's just so happy.
Well, congratulations to you and the family, and enjoy the show. I'm glad you guys get to be here on your honor. Eli. Tokash.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Greetings.
Appreciate
Enjoy
it.
the show.
It's so good to see you. We actually saw you in the Met, at the Met.
Oh, you did? You came to the hours.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
great.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Can you talk to me about it really quick?
Oh, I'll talk about it till I'm blue in the face. I love the hours. I love everything it's telling right now. I love how timely it is. I love the history of it. I love its connection with Mrs. Dalley, with Virginia Woolf. The experience has been extraordinary. I can't say enough about it.
Yeah, and now we're here at the opening night of Ohio State Murders. This is the first official show at the James Earl Jones Theater.
I know. That and it's Audra.
Yeah.
And this playwright's, produced play here. I'm just really excited to be here tonight.
Can we play one game and then I'll let you go? Can you guess how many Broadway shows this is for Audra?
I'm going to guess, based on my own life,
Yes.
I'm going to guess 16.
Oh my God, very close. 18.
18.
Very
Okay.
close.
Oh, I undershot. I should have over.
Really quick.
I'm Brian Moreland. I'm the producer behind The Piano Lesson.
Yes. Oh my God. So we're here at the opening night of Ohio State Murders. I almost said Piano Lesson. Oh my God. We're here at Ohio State Murders, and this is the first show to ever officially be in the James Earl Jones Theater.
Yes.
Can you talk to me about what kind of honor that is to have this show be the first show?
I'm honored to be here to experience it and to support it and to witness it. I think it's an amazing accomplishment for all of us in the Broadway community to be here at this particular theater, to experience the renaming after everything we have come through, to experience James Earl Jones getting a theater named after him, for Ohio State Murders to be in this particular building, for Adrienne Kennedy to be getting her Broadway debut, for Kenny Leon to be coming down the street to direct another show on Broadway in the same season. I mean, he's got Top Dog on the Dog and this, and he's a producer on Some Like It Hot. I mean, the man is unstoppable and he's iconic. He's a living legend for all of us. Yeah. And to have Audra McDonald back on Broadway. It is joy personified.
Yeah, absolutely. It has it all, truly. Can we play a little game?
Okay.
Do you know how many Broadway shows Audra McDonald has been in? What's your guess?
I'm usually really good at that. Wait a minute.
It's okay.
Um, um, um,
No pressure.
17.
Oh my God, that was the closest we've had. 18 is the correct
Oh,
answer.
okay.
That was very, very good. And then one last little tidbit here. I want to share, do you have a favorite memory, a favorite character, role, show that James Earl Jones has been in and just that you can recall?
Fences. Fences. Yeah, Fences. Fences. It's the voice. It's August Wilson. It is James Earl Jones.
And he now has a theater named after him. So well deserved. Yes. Happy opening. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
I'll be honest, I'm the dum-dum who did not realize there was a name change and then was so excited seeing his name up on that marquee. Yes. That's so incredible.
I also think there's been all of this talk about trying to make our industry more inclusive, and for so much of what audiences see, I think we've done a good job of making our casts more diverse, but the idea that we now have a theater, we have a playwright, we have a leading lady who are all and director that identify as Black Americans, it's monumental. That's a really big deal for Broadway. It feels very exciting to get to be here for that opening night.
For sure, this is historical, and the fact that you guys are here is so exciting, and I'm so excited to see you guys. Can we play a little game? Sure. Can you both give me guesses on what Broadway show this is for Audra McDonald?
Oh my gosh.
OMG souls. What if we tried to name them?
Try it.
Okay.
You're like,
Carousel,
Okay.
Masterclass.
Look at these nerds.
Ragtime?
Ragtime.
Is there something in between there? Marie Christine.
What came after? What was there another play after Marie?
Oh,
what
yeah.
did she? Oh, Raisin in the Sun.
Raisin in the Sun.
What else did she win all those Tonys for?
I mean, Lady Day she won a Tony, but there's a lot of stuff in between that.
Right.
110 in the Shade.
Right. She won another. What did
Frankie
she win?
and Johnny.
Oh,
she did
Frankie and
recently.
Johnny.
No, she has another
What
Tony.
did
We
she
totally.
win the year that when she got her sixth Tony?
Oh man, that was for Lady Day, wasn't it?
Let's say this is her 10th.
10.
Not quite. 18.
Oh no, we missed so many. Oh, Porgy and Bess, that was in there.
Of course.
Oh my
Was
gosh.
she in Secret Garden?
I don't think so.
She was,
She was
on
on the tour. We saw her on the tour in Michigan.
Nerd still. 10 still really good.
18 Broadway shows. Is it fucking crazy?
Yes.
And now, as I was mentioning earlier, James Earl Jones, do you have a favorite memory or role or character that he's played that you guys have, it's kind of touched your guys' hearts?
I mean, Mufasa. Cried my eyes out. That was, I think, when I first got in touch with my emotions.
Yes. Also, this is just really bringing it back to me, but my first ever Tony nomination was read on stage at the Tonys by James Earl Jones. And I was like, and also he's from Detroit. So I was like, this feels like a real full circle moment.
Can you tell me your name?
I'm Gail Samuels. I'm one of the understudies in the cast tonight and very excited to be here.
Yes, well, talk to me about what it means to you to be here on Broadway in the first show at the James Earl Jones Theatre.
No, it's such a momentous, memorable evening, especially being an African-American actress, to pay tribute to James Earl Jones tonight and Adrienne Kennedy, and working with Kenny Leon and Audra McDonald. I mean, who could get better than this, right? I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful moment for all of us, and we really, really are excited to be the first cast to be in the James Earl Jones Theatre. I mean, it's so special, so very special.
So special. Can you tell me something that you are so excited for audiences to see when they come see the show?
You know, there is a wonderful interview with Adrienne Kennedy that starts the beginning of the show. And it tells us a little bit about the playwright and her background and her history. And I think that's going to be something, a surprise that people are not going to expect.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you. I mentioned earlier we were at the James Earl Jones Theatre. Do you have a favorite James Earl Jones memory or character or role show he's played in?
You know, I will just say to you, so I saw on Golden Pond with James Earl Jones and I'm forgetting her name right now, but I had an opportunity to go backstage and meet him. So it was such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience that I will never forget. He was very generous and very kind and very gracious after doing a long show to come back and say hello to me. So that's one of my favorite James Earl Jones memories.
Yeah, what full circle to now be in his first show here.
Because the show was at this theater. It was at the original Court Theater. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Again. Yes.
Congratulations and happy opening.
Thank you very much.
First of all, happy opening. This is incredible.
Oh, thank you. It is really a special night. It's the first show inside the James Earl Jones, and Adrienne Kennedy, my friend, who's been writing for 7 decades. Yeah. It's just amazing, and she writes in such a beautiful way, because it's the only way you can get at the depth of racism in our country. And I couldn't be more proud to be the one to guide this to Broadway, with her Broadway debut. And Audra McDonald is my friend, probably one of the greatest artists America has seen, and it's a good night, and love to James Earl Jones.
Yeah, can you talk to me about the depth and racism and all of the things that this show deals with, and what that means to be doing it as the first show officially in the James Earl Jones Theatre?
Well, since the beginning of our country, we've had this tremendous problem with racism, and how to talk about that, what kind of narrative really sheds light on it. And her way of writing is fragmented, it's nightmares, it's pieces of a dream, it's not written in a traditional way, and that's the only way to get at the ugliness of racism. And I think she is she's the queen of my theater, Mount Everest. Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, we talk about being in the James Earl Jones Theatre. Do you have a favorite role he's played, a show that he's been in, a memory of James Earl Jones maybe?
No, it's the collective nature of James Earl Jones. He's done over 20 Broadway plays. He's done TV and film. He's played kings and garbage men. He's done everything one could ask an artist to do. And just thank God for him. We stand on those shoulders. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for James Earl Jones. The first Broadway show I saw was Fences with James Earl Jones and Mary Alice, the first Broadway show that this country boy from Tallahassee, Florida saw. And so to 15 Broadway shows later, I'm still here kicking, trying to live up to sort of the greatness of James Earl Jones, and trying to live up to the memory of my grandmother, who made such sacrifices for us to be able to call ourselves storytellers today. So it's a big historic night, history upon history upon history.
Well, I can tell you're making your grandmother proud, and everyone else. You're clearly on the way on his path, following his path for sure. Congratulations and happy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. We've been through a lot in the last 2 years. There's a lot of storytelling on Broadway, a lot more interesting, I think, than has been in the past. But to stand on this stage today and to look at the picture of Miss Kennedy for 7 decades, she tried to give love to America. She was committed to writing about the depth of racism in our country. Over and over again she tried, and she refused to go for the money. She refused to change her storytelling. And as awful as the violence and racism and the history in our country, she had to tell it this way. She had to tell fragments of pieces of images. She had to tell broken poetry. She had to put images of violence up. It's the only way to reach us. It's been too long. It's been too long for us to get that. And so we come to this day, and the James Earl Jones James Earl Jones Theatre, who we also stand on the shoulders of, a man who's played Garbage Man and Kings and has done 20 Broadway plays and film and television, is a perfect example of what an artist can do, and he can't give any more. And then on top of that, Adrienne gives all she can give to us. The time is now to hear her. To hear her. It's not just a play. Great plays have impact on real human beings. None of us are going to get out of here alive. But it's how we move and touch each other and share our stories to pass on to our grandkids. You know, I want to be on the other side looking down at my grandkids, Gabriel and Sophie, to say, like, we gave them a shot. We gave them a chance, and we got past this thing called racism. So I am so proud of Mr. Fitzgerald, Liz Ann Mitchell, Abby Stevenson, Bryce Pinkham, and the great fucking Audrey McDonald. And these designers and Beowulf, I thank you. But it had to be a perfect storm. A perfect storm. How could we be in the James Earl Jones Theatre? Thank you, Schubert's. Thank you. How could we be in this theater? How could we get Adrienne Kennedy's Broadway debut here? How could we get a 6-time Tony Award-winning actress to do this show? You know, how can we find time in my schedule for me to do it? How can we get Liz Ann Mitchell? How can we get it all happen? And how can we get you here? So I'm going to end it right there, but I just want to encourage you to support all of the theater here. Not everybody's in everybody's story, but everybody's story needs to be told. I want to also honor Adam and Joseph, Adrienne Kennedy's sons are here and their families, so thank you. I think the greatest thing that will bring a smile to Adrienne's face is that she sacrificed so much for the academic world. She taught so many of us. She helped other playwrights. And she sacrificed. And she never got that commercial production. So what will make her smile is for you to go out and tell your neighbors, tell everybody you got to do something about racism. We got to love on humanity a little more. Take a few dollars and go see this play. And make her commercial debut a successful debut. We thank you and we love you.